Welcome to Miss Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 movie twists that ruined the movie.
It says hide and seek, are we really gonna play that?
Can I make a suggestion that doesn't involve violence, or is this the wrong crowd?
I think that we both know it's time for me to go.
For this list, we'll be looking at times when movie makers threw an unexpected curveball in the story, which made it unbearable to watch again. Since major plot points will be discussed, a spoiler warning is now in effect. What unexpected plot twist soured your taste for a movie? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. None of it was real. Nothing to hide.
A word to the wise, don't be superstitious. Eclipses are not without risk. In fact, legend has it that during lunar eclipses, incredible things can happen.
This French film has an interesting take on a dinner party. Aside from the typical conversational fare, the group all surrender their smartphones to the middle of the table. Should any of them get a call, text, or message, the details would be shared with the entire group. This, of course, leads to a plethora of secrets being revealed and, to a lesser extent, comments on smartphone culture and our unhealthy attachment to them.
Here. He says he misses your lips.
The story then falls flat as we learn the entire game with the phones has been nothing more than a what-if story, and the biggest part of this movie wasn't real. Been there, done that, no thanks.
It's a shame we didn't get to play the game with the phones. Could have been fun.
Fun? I doubt that.
Number 9. Abducted by Aliens. The Forgotten.
We'll find them. I promise you that. Do you hear me? We will find them. We will find your son!
When The Forgotten opens, we find Julianne Moore's character Telly mourning the loss of her son Sam. He died over a year ago, and Telly is still dealing with the emotional aftermath.
Post-traumatic shock. It affects everyone differently. Sometimes some people actually invent entire alternate lives with imagined friends and lovers and children.
Stop it! Why are you doing this? Why are you both trying to take him away from me? I made him up!
The movie tries to explore the concept of loss by having everyone in her life seemingly forget that Sam ever existed. It gives us a unique window into the bond a mother has with her son, but goes off the rails completely when people who try to tell her the truth get yanked into the sky.
They're listening.
Aliens have used her motherly bond as an experiment on human beings. It's a twist that devolves quickly and takes away from the real story of loss.
You need to.
Number 8. It was all a dream. Savages. At the end of the movie, The Devil's Advocate, we find Keanu Reeves' character Kevin losing his life in defiance of the devil. The audience quickly learns that his death wasn't real, and most of the movie was in Kevin's head. It's a twist that surprised and delighted viewers. Savages tried to pull the same stunt when Ophelia wakes up after having dreamt about the death of her loved ones in a drug cartel-related murder.
That's the way I imagined it. But the truth has a mind of its own.
Both movies use the "it was all a dream" trope, but unlike The Devil's Advocate, this one falls flat. With so much action and intensity around Chon, Ben, and Ophelia, the dream just yanks any of the stakes of the film away, leaving viewers with a sour taste.
These things that happened, you can never go back.
Number 7. Exploding Family. Ready or Not. Talk about killer in-laws. On her wedding day, Grace learns of a terrible curse that has plagued her fiancé Alex's family. A deadly bout of hide-and-seek follows as the Ledomas family tries to harm Grace before dawn, believing if they fail, they will experience a terrible punishment.
God damn it, Emily! Aim for the center of gravity!
I don't know what I'm doing!
Audiences sat on the edge of their seats, watching Grace dodge capture repeatedly, so it comes as a shocker when she finally does get caught, the sun rises and the family literally explodes. The shattering ending undermines the entire chase of Grace and leaves audiences wondering what exactly the point of everything was. Number 6, Best Friend Was a Ghost. Safe Haven.
Can I help you? You scared me.
Here's yet another attempt to retell a story about escaping unhealthy relationships. In this version, the main character Erin has fled from her cruel husband and is now living in Southport, North Carolina, under her new name, Katie. The typical movie tropes about romance, friendship in a new town, and the return of her husband are all present and accounted for.
He's here.
Who's here?
You know who.
You can already see the ending of the movie coming, and just as it unfolds like you expect it to, she finds out her best friend is a ghost of her boyfriend's deceased wife? Really? It comes out of nowhere and serves no purpose other than shock value.
You are the most important person in the world to me. Because I'm gone. And they're yours now.
Number 5, Ben dies after kissing Rey. Star Wars Episode 9: The Rise of Skywalker. With the launch of the new Star Wars trilogy, fans were introduced to Ben Solo, aka Kylo Ren. Meant to serve as the primary adversary in the films, Kylo's journey was one filled with conflict. As much as he wanted to be the next Darth Vader, his journey led him to finding redemption through the eyes of our new Jedi hero, Rey.
I did want to take your hand. Ben's hand.
Mirroring that of Luke Skywalker's path with Vader, the writing was on the wall that Ben wasn't going to make it at the end of the third film. But did they have to bump him off after saving Rey's life? We waited 3 films for them to come together, only to see him die moments later. Just not fair. Number 4, Wash dies. Serenity.
It's okay. I'm a leaf on the wind. What does that mean?
For a show that only lasted 1 season, it's pretty incredible to see how much love fans have given this show. After being cancelled by Fox in 2002, fan support for the show eventually resulted in the filming of the 2005 movie Serenity, which was meant to conclude the story. Fans were ecstatic to see their favourite brown coats finally brought back for one more battle. Their elation quickly dropped as fan favourite character Wash died near the end of the movie.
I'm a leaf on the wind. Watch out.
Given that they had already lost Shepard earlier, this seemed like an unnecessary plot twist that no one wanted.
Should hit me.
It crossed my mind.
Number 3, it's set in modern times. The Village.
We have agreed never to go back. Never!
What was the purpose of our leaving? Let us not forget it was out of hope of something good and right.
When you see that M. Night Shyamalan is the director of a movie, it's a foregone conclusion there's going to be some major plot twist near the end.
I see people. They don't know they're dead.
Everyone was floored by the ending of Sixth Sense, and both Unbreakable and Signs kept his twists going. In 2004's The Village, we thought we were looking at a group of people living in the 1800s, and were afraid to go beyond their borders. Yet, when Ivy ventures out beyond the wall, we see a ranger driving, and learn that the entire 19th century community exists in modern times within a protective forest reserve.
You live in there?
I do, sir.
It's a clever twist, but undoes much of the setting of the film, and undermines the uniqueness of the world we've been presented.
Wait, you're not tricking me, are you?
I do not understand.
Number 2, Abe Lincoln Memorial, Planet of the Apes.
You're way off target. Way off target. Abort. Abort. I can't.
Sometimes plot twists allow the viewer to see the movie in a whole new context. Other times, it's a trope used far too often, and it turns audiences away. Then you have Tim Burton's Planet of the Apes.
Take your stinking hands off me, you damn dirty human!
Supposedly inspired by the original 1968 film, we again see a space-age astronaut being flung onto a planet ruled by apes. Unlike the original, however, the final scene of the movie doesn't provide any revelations about where he was. Instead, we get an ape version of Abraham Lincoln, and a whole lot of moviegoers scratching their heads as to why. It may be closer to the original Pierre Boulle book, but that certainly doesn't make it a good ending.
Damn them all to hell!
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications.
Number 1. The Mandarin wasn't real. Iron Man 3.
You know who I am. You don't know where I am. And you'll never see me coming.
Up until the latter half of Iron Man 3, audiences were petrified of a mystical Mandarin. He was responsible for several high-profile bombings and was honing in on the United States. The veil of mystery that surrounded him made him that more scary as the movie went on. Yet, when Tony Stark finally discovers him, we learn the Mandarin isn't real. He's an actor named Trevor Slattery, who's been paid to portray him by Aldrich Killian.
Killian.
He created you.
He created me.
Custom-made terror threat.
Yes! Yes! His think tank thinked it up!
This fake-out severely disappointed Marvel fans, as the real Mandarin from the comics was a legendary supervillain and archenemy of Iron Man. Thankfully, we were promised the real deal for Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings.
My son, you can't run from your past.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out this other recent clip from Ms. Mojo. And be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.